that's crazy, but here we can clearly see it's super relevant. Activation of Night of the Reliquary happening, getting a strip mine. Probably going to get rid of that plains. So that's actually not bad by Paul. Definitely taking Kane off the double white source. He's going to be huge to keep that Supreme Verdict
playing
play.
any white sources? I mean,
Look, he's playing one.
bruh. Like,
Now comes the Green Sun. That's been in Paul's hand for a while. He's only activating it for 2.
he's just getting something that's relevant. What's he getting? He pulled to the front there.
He's activating, that's a Rammed Up Excavator, but that costs 3. Where's the the floated mana from the Sacrifice Scrubland?
Sure. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So Rammed Up Excavator, he is going to strip Kane, then strip him again, and strip lock him out of this game.
Maybe Paul's on 5.
Yes, it's still 2 turns for Kane.
Paul's on 5.
Oh, he did the thing.
What?
Don't do that. He shuffled his library, presented to Kane, and then shuffled the Green Suns back into the deck.
He's a competitive player. Old school.
The card specifically states, search your library for a creature, shuffle your library, and then shuffle Green Sun's Zenith into your library.
He's just playing.
It's
playing
just
deliberately. Oh well, old Magic cards.
All right, there goes Narset. Look,
Narset down.
Kane has 2 turns here.
Oh, drawing some cards off that's a combo.
Yeah, kill the Narset, draw the cards, kill the Dryad Arbor, get back the Dryad Arbor, kill the Dryad Arbor, draw some cards. Very, very stereotypical.
I think we just got called out by Fry. Did you say something about activating a trigger?
Who knows? Possibly.
We do.
It's too far gone. We don't have a replay button. We have a recording button.
All right, so let's see. Strip mine. Oh god, Kane not in a good spot here.
Yeah, because
what happened, Kane?
Paul hadn't played a land yet. He simply searched for the strip mine through Night of the Reliquary. Hadn't played a land. So we got to kill and then kill. Removes the mana drain from hand with
Paul just dismantling his opponent here.
It's got really awkward again. If this was a land
Although,
and Kane can throw,
Paul's on 2.
This isn't bad.
Crack bolt you? No, he doesn't have a bolt. Does he have a way of doing 2? Does he have the reach?
It's fetching the plains.
No, he doesn't, unfortunately.
But he does have a V-click. So what's going to happen
End
here
of
is...
turn V-click?
No, start of turn. He's going to wait for the Sylvan Library trigger, see what's in Paul's hand, take away his hand, and I don't think if he removes the...
I don't know if you do it. I don't think you do it. I think you wait until Paul passes the turn. Well, is he dead on board,
Well, you can see his hand, right?
No, he might just be dead on board. He might need to flash into block. How big's a Reliquary?
I don't think he's dead.
Reliquary's
It's
pretty big.
+3. He's 5. Excavator is 2, so that's 7. Ewit is another 2.
Yeah, so he does 9. do it in the draw step.
That's 11 damage from Paul. Like, it's not a small amount of damage. Okay.
Take the Garrick, because you're dead if you don't.
Or the swords, because you're dead if you don't.
Oh, the sword. Yeah. Yep, that too. Wait, isn't he just dead to the Garrick now, though?
It fights, and then Paul has to sacrifice a creature for it.
Oh, I'm thinking of the other Garrick that can just give you creatures plus something.
Garrick will fight the creature, deals 3 damage, and then fights it. Garrick will probably die for it, because he's only on 3.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking...
The Skoos can definitely come into play, eat 1 creature, go to 3, and die. So, we bounce the V-click with the Caracas. We strip the white source.
Strips back, takes the white source. Doesn't really matter at this point.
Bounce the V-click, and then he has to deal with... He can Garrick fight the Resto Angel.
Yeah.
No, he can't, because it only deals 3 damage. The Resto will live.
Yeah, it's a 3/4.
So now he's looking to see if there's any creatures in the graveyard, because here and there has the Dryad Arbor, which is not enough to actually live.
No, wow.
So
maybe Kane actually just gets there here.
He can still Skull Clamp the Ewit, draw 2 more cards, and maybe find an answer for a land.
V-click MVP.
I honestly wonder if stripping's not the correct answer. Is there a better mana sequence that he can use?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't.
This is what he's thinking right now. He's looking through his exile, looking through his graveyard, looking through his hand, and thinking, what can I possibly draw?
Yeah, what have I got?
Skull Clamp. Night of Autumn is also a 2/1.
Okay, so that aside, there's no point overthinking it, right? Because the fact is, if you can't kill him on board, you are dead on the backswing, so you just go for it, right? Like, regardless of what you might be able to draw, you just do a Yu-Gi-Oh, right? And draw something that's not in your deck.
Use the Millennium Puzzle. Put the top card on it. The top card here would probably be an Atrophy, is the politically correct term for Arse Blast.
So... Alright, so he cracks a fetch.
No, he sacrificed Overgrown Tomb.
Right.
To to find
Oh,
a
yeah,
land.
so he's using Knight, sorry.
Gets the...
Treetop Village.
Yep. Hideaway? Taps.
No, it's a manland.
It's manland.
But he can't swing with it.
Comes to play tapped.
Oh, does it have reach?
Can he untap it?
No,
though?
he can't untap it. What am I missing here?
Clamps the Ewit.
Clamps the Ewit.
Draws 2. Gets a bird. Gets a bird. No, don't scoop.
He's not scooping. Calm down.
Oh, get the bird out.
Calm down. Big girl's blouse. All right, so what's going on? I'm confused. What's going on? Why did he get a treetop village? Is that in preparation for next turn? Like, is he expecting to survive this turn? He's expecting to survive this turn. He's going to play the bird, block with the bird.
I think that...
Yeah. Oh.
Yes, he drew Lingering Souls of bird.
Oh, okay. Well, we're done here. Yeah, Lingering... We're done here. Lingering Souls just does it.
Judge, I would like to get a double check on any sleight of hand during that shuffling.
You're calling him out already?
Possible.
You're calling him out already?
He just got both answers that saved his life there. Paul is now on 1, having to crack the Horizon Canopy. I would like that to Judge. I'm a message Jim.
You gotta get a message. You gotta call a judge.
I'm a message.
You gotta call a judge. All right, Judge. We're calling him out already.
I'll see if I can get him into the back room, Judge.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Look, if you got to slide a hand and answer, you don't slide a hand both your answers.
Well, just in case. What if he has he didn't have mana up. I would still like a Judge.
Do you reckon he can just destroy... Hold up. So Paul's in a position here to kill his opponent with his opponent having no permanence.
It's about sending a message.
Yeah.
I'd rather not send a message to BMS.
Hold on.
This is the man mode play. Nah, there it is. There goes the scoop.
You realize you could have killed him with no permanence in play. Anyway, moving on. All right, so let's take a look at some deck lists here.
Look, I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy.
Oh, that was great. That was really well played. Let's be honest here. That was really well played. So anyway, let's quickly jump into some information about our players.
This is Kane Nielsen. He is a LARPer by trade.
By
Look at
trade.
that sexy man with a sexy beard.
That's a serious sword.
Oh man, he's a Viking. That's the definition of a Viking right there. A true man. I would love to have his babies.
Really? Okay. Well, we'll talk about that later. Notable achievements. Top 8 and a few PTQs. Won countless FNMs. Oh, hello, ladies.
Ooh, it's getting a bit hot in here, I'll tell you what.
All right, so he's playing triple U white control.
I'm assuming that's Archmage Shaman Cryptic Command.
You control.
And the classic loves a good bolt snap bolt.
Loves a good bolt snap
Who
bolt.
doesn't love a good bolt?
So what's he playing? What's he playing? Here we go. Here's the
notables
list.
Blue points almost.
Yeah, pretty
Mostly blue points. So we got True Name Nemesis at 1, Snapcaster at 1, Force of Will, Mana Drain, and Jace. They're very stereotypical blue points. The Enlightened Tutor, I believe, is to search out for Rip or its artifact as well for Enlightened Tutor, so he can get the Helm.
I think he's doing it wrong, personally. He's playing an Enlightened Tutor. He's not playing Moat. He's not playing Humility. He's not playing all the good enchantments.
Yeah.
I think he's doing it wrong.
I don't think he's going all in on the Helm combo. That's why. It's just if it happens to be there,
But
it's there.
you're playing a point for a tutor. You might as well play things that just end your opponent's game.
Like True Name Nemesis for a point?
Yeah, that's true. All right. Anyway, moving on. So we have...
yeah, very, very stereotypical blue-white.
Yeah,
blue-white
we can take a look at
size.
this again in a second. Anyway, quickly, we have Paul Mitchell.
Ugh, look at that punk man playing bass guitar, not even a real guitar. Gosh, where does he come from?
Take that back. Anyway, so here's a real player. Screw your F&Ms. I'm going to do this. I'm going to win Masters.
What even is Masters?
I'm going to win
is that really
Masters
like,
twice. And... Wait, what is that? National Highlander Championship loser. Oh, that's right. Runner-up.
Loser. Second place is a fancy word for loser.
All right. Anyway, so here's what he's playing. No, this is correct. This is what he's playing.
Yep. So this is very, very stereotypical junk points. If you go down the Stoneforge into Skull Clamp, I would have expected, honestly, a GT. The Stoneforge just gets a Skull Clamp. I guess it gets a Birthing Pod as well. Doesn't seem too bad. I'd personally be expecting a GT, but this is definitely a Clamp deck. Lot of X1s. This isn't a junk hate bears. Definitely a pod deck going from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. Notable points, obviously Stoneforge gets Birthing Pod and Skull Clamp, your other points. Green Suns gets your deck. We've been through that. Caracas is just a good safety net. I really like it. Also protects a lot of your legendary permanents. So Titania, Protector of Argoth. End step, bounce my Titania. My turn, cast Titania.
Yep.
Get back Strip Mine, strip you, get a 5/3. Look, it's really good. Other points being Strip Mine, Wasteland. Look, again, when you're playing Caracas, Strip Mine, Wasteland, and Knight of the Reliquary, you can just search out your deck.
Yeah, for sure.
It's such a toolbox deck. You have so many ways to just play what you need.
Players are back at it. All right, that's a good start. Hey,
what was important to note for Paul was he definitely is a Combat Math is hard. I'm a flash deck.
Yeah, definitely.
He's definitely a combo player by trade. I'm just trying to throw in some junk here. This is just Value Town.
Can you get a better start than a
Fetch Deathrite?
Fetch Deathrite? I guess not. Into that. That's pretty good. Inquisition you. He's gonna
Spell Pierce it.
Pierce it.
Right.
That's fine.
Well, you can't Spell Pierce a Deathrite. That's important to note. There goes the tap land and bash you for 1. Look,
interesting. If Paul had played the land before that, he could have paid for that Pierce.
No, it's 2 mana. Oh, he could have.
Yeah.
He could have.
Don't know if he would have, but he could have.
I definitely think he'd do at that point.
At that point, if your opponent's already spent a card on it, now you're getting 2 cards out of their hand.
Yeah, right?
Maybe a misplay? Misplay? Do I get to... Oh!
I think it's a misplay.
Is it?
Yeah, no, we're going on a misplay.
We're doing misplay. Misplay.
Oh, man.
All right.
Should have seen it coming. Always play around Spell Pierce. It's a blue deck.
Yeah.
You play around Spell Pierce.
Yeah, for sure.
I think if honestly, if he Spell Pierces and then Paul can pay for it, or probably doesn't Spell Pierce at that point, keep in mind, then you take the other card out of his hand and know there's a Spell Pierce to play around. Also, you're a creature deck, so who cares about Spell Pierce?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to say, actually, I'm not sure why. Why would you play? Why would you? What is the possible logic as to not playing the land before the thought sees?
If you Inquisition there, got it off, you get rid of Counterspell or Mana Leak. Now, either you're Liliana or Ramanap just survive there. Now, we're playing the 1-for-1 game, which is exactly what Blue wants to do. They're going to 1-to-1 you for days and then draw their hand back up.
Get good, Paul. Get good.
So, look.
Hey, look, we're back on 3 blue. Let's be honest. His deck title is very correct because both games he's had 3 blue sources.
White,
and a white.
Correct names. I'm going to call disrespect from BEMB. That was disrespect by Paul. Absolutely not respecting the Spell Pierce.
Not respecting the Spell Pierce?
No.
You're not okay with that?
No, he's not okay with Kane. Didn't play around it, and he just got punished for it.
Got punished.
And I think this, I don't want to call the game over yet.
Well, it would have gone differently.
But that's a big punish from Paul. Instead of having 1 or 2 threats on board now, look, he's got Deathrite. He could win the game 10 turns later.
Yeah, that's fine.
Kane is on 13.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Maybe they didn't fix their life total from last game.
No, they did. I reset it. They didn't. I did. It's fine. They only have a big touch screen next to them.
Without fetching, he's eaten... Oh, so he vented it back to his hand.
What happened? What I missed?
Venser Shaper Savant flashes in and returns target spell or permanent.
Yeah, I know what it does. Thanks.
Oh, maybe not permanent. Maybe non-land permanent.
What happened? I know what the card does. What happened?
Oh, he bounced the Deathrite.
Oh,
he was
okay.
getting eaten alive by it.
Oh, good.
He's on 11 life
from a Deathrite.
Eating him. Absolutely eating him.
I think he also took 2 from his Hallowed Fountain Shock.
Yeah, that could have been it as well.
Well, that's a very nice looking colonnade. Just up the top of the screen.
Yeah, the UMA box topper. God, they're gorgeous.
Really nice.
So untap Venser.
I hate foils.
Oh my god, Caracas, bounce Venser, cast Venser, bounce.
Yeah, hello. The Venser lock is real.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Paul, you can concede
Paul
now.
probably just scoops here.
It's done. You will never resolve. You have to resolve 2 spells in a turn. And if he ever has a
good to know that actually Abrupt Decay does not get around Venser. Because you're not countering the spell.
You're bouncing it back to
You're
hand.
returning it to their hand. Which means they can cast it again, obviously. Yeah. But, just good to know.
Look, this is a really bad spot for Paul.
Yeah, Paul's in a rough spot here.
Kane locked this up very quickly.
Well, that's why you pay a point for Caracas when you're playing Venser and V-Click and things. It's just good. Yeah. So he's going to Venser. Venser's the Treetop Village back. Just trying. Path's very good there. Yep. Of note, though, Kane isn't winning per se. The Venser lock is a thing, but he's not winning.
He can start attacking with
Venser
now.
Is definitely just a 2/2.
Well, remember Deathrite dealt 9 damage or 7 damage to Kane?
Yeah, Paul has cards.
Venser thinks otherwise.
Paul is not a training dummy.
It's true. Paul has to be casting 2+ turns a spells a turn though.
Yes.
To actually get through this Ventilok.
Definitely.
And even then you have, I guess, the 5-mana Ventilok with a 1-mana. He's got Snapcaster in hand though, Kane. He can definitely snap swords. Get rid of another big threat from Paul. And that's the problem. Paul's deck is very creature heavy as well.
Yes.
The double Liliana and Elspeth are very good non-creature value engines.
Yep.
That do eventually seal off a game. Which again is hard to deal with, but when you've got counter spells and things like that from Kane's, that's kind of what you worry about.
Yeah. The time, I don't know if time's going to be a factor, but they don't have a huge amount of time. So if Paul gets to the point where he feels he can't win this, which is starting to look like just the Ventilok alone, I don't think Paul plays anything that allows him to easily stop this from happening.
Yeah.
Look,
assuming
Kane, well, it's not really a threat. It finds threats.
Exactly.
I mean, assuming Kane doesn't misplay this, he's also got the ability to just activate a Colonnade and kill you.
Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, Disenchant. Is that Disenchant? Yeah, Disenchant.
Disenchant off the board, obviously. That's a good answer.
This turn he can just
Disenchant. Did he really bring that in just purely for
Sylvan?
the Sylvan library?
No. Does it try to target artifact as well, right?
I would hope so.
Skullclamp Pod.
I would hope so, or it's a terrible sideboard. I don't remember.
It's a card that removes 2 points from Paul's deck.
I have a feeling that it does.
Disenchant's just not. I can pop it up on my phone.
Let's have a look.
Disenchant is just not a card that's played too often these days. It's very sideboard, very niche.
Artifact or enchantment.
There you go.
Yep, that's
So,
fine.
that's
makes sense.
totally fine. There's the Containment Priest.
That's interesting. Hey, Legend Rule. Not
applicable anymore.
However, thanks, Judge.
Once upon a time. But still would have been a good play then as well.
Yeah.
That Venter now never gets to attack.
Yeah, now
Fun story. That actually doesn't read Karaka's tap for white. It says Maze of Ith.
Yeah.
Venter may never attack again.
Yeah, kind of. Because now you can, depending on how you play it, you just splash Venter back in.
Is that a Renegade Relia? Yes, my boy.
Is that the bounce all lands and do...
No. Renegade Relia. Revolt. So if your permanent has left the battlefield this turn, you may return target permanent with CMC 2 or less from the graveyard onto the battlefield.
Hey, look, it's back.
God, so good.
Snapcaster is the thing,
I love
though.
that card. Why would he... I guess he snap plows it, but it doesn't matter. He's got the value.
No, snap, disenchant. Yes. He doesn't know that, but...
You can snap plow the Renegade, honestly.
Which he's going to do here.
Attack for lethal next turn. You have
maybe.
a Colonnade in the air. He has to deal with all the threats.
Your opponent's not tapped out. Your opponent has a Caracas. That's what he's going for.
So he bounces Venser, blocks the Payment Priest, attacks with Colonnade and Snap.
He doesn't need to bounce Venser.
Well, you do it with the Caracas.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to bounce Venser. He's just going to attack and force his opponent to have to...
Oh, no. So Paul bounces the Venser after attacks have been declared.
Yes, sure. But it doesn't matter because he's attacking with everything, which I think is still lethal. Treetop Village is going to...
Paul, remember that combat math is for blockers?
Guess who's blocking? Yeah, I don't think there's... He's got Caracas, so he doesn't have to block the Venser. He's going to take 4...
Colonnade and then have lethal next turn, which is...
And yeah, he's still just dead next turn, I believe. So, that's fine. Yeah, he's still just dead to the... He's dead to a lot of things next turn.
Maybe he didn't need to swing there. Maybe he could have just sent the Colonnade.
I disagree. I think you want to swing. One, you want to send the message. No, I think put... Oh, that's a pretty good answer.
That's a Resto Angel or a Lily.
Oh, God. Maybe...
Lily doesn't help here. Resto Angel definitely helps, but it's just a chump blocker.
Maybe you're in trouble here.
Survives a turn.
Yeah, I don't know. Swinging there puts Paul in a much worse position.
He lost the Dryad Arbor.
He lost the Dryad Arbor, but he didn't really struggle too much. The Treetop Village definitely doing work.
Yeah.
Great man land. He's going to swing with it. Interesting.
It's not blocking a Colonnade.
Opponent could, I don't know, play something.
Play a Hasty Boy in a blue-white deck.
With no mana. Yeah, definitely.
3-mana flash creature, anyone, top of your head.
Yeah.
Just throws the Resto down.
Yep, main phase Resto doesn't.
Not sure why you'd... I guess...
Did he blink anything? No, he didn't. He couldn't have. He just main phase Restoed. Oh.
Well.
Liliana's a thing, though.
It is. The Edict's a thing.
Oh, he's going to get blown out.
You can cast spell... Is that a spell color in his hand?
Oh! Highlander, boys!
This is This is juicy. Oh, this
So
is
Paul's
juicy.
gonna slam Paul's gonna slam the Liliana.
Apaniaman, which team featuring Graham King is winning? No team featuring Graham King is ever winning, unfortunately.
True name Nemesis is winning. Oh, he's already got the die! He already got the die! Too keen, buddy. Too keen.
He was excited there.
Oh, wait, what?
So he let Lily resolve
Yeah.
in case he could remove the spell queller. And then when the down tick from Lily happened, cast in the spell queller. That is a much safer play from Kane. If there was an abrupt decay back in hand to back it up, the true name still died.
Oh, wait, the spell queller is so just stifling the effect.
No, well, pretty much, because you down tick Lily and say sacrifice a creature.
Oh,
and he says, in
yeah.
response, kind of flash in a creature,
So he sacked the spell queller. He didn't even counter the...
Nope.
Oh, good play.
Yeah, because
Good
if you counter
play.
The,
Yeah,
if you
it
counter
could come
Liliana,
back.
There's an abrupt decay or an assassin's trophy
Yeah.
that destroys it, suddenly it comes back,
It
and
could
you've
come
lost that
back.
game.
That's incredible. Good play.
I'm telling you, Kane.
Paul,
my boy.
Paul, buddy, that game would have gone so different if you just had a played your land.
And that's exactly it. From the start, that spell pierce, even with the removal, the TNN is dead. I assume you mean dead for Paul.
Yeah.
Because Paul just died.
Yeah.
All the deadsies. But yeah, so all of this, I think this, honest to God, is a cascading effect, and not the good cascade, of just not being able to pay for that spell piece at the start.
Yeah, look, the game, I don't know, like, obviously, lots changed after that fact. But
I agree.
But the game definitely could have swung a lot differently had he just simply played, you know.
Can you get me chatting to Paul? I just want to give him just a little bit of
No.
Paul
They've got time. Time is a factor here.
Yeah.
We'll let them.
I agree.
We'll let them play.
But Jesus, that was a cascading effect for a spell pierce. Look, Jimbo Dowling, the judge here, has always said you never play around a spell pierce.
Never.
And that's
Could've.
just shown what happens.
Well, I mean, look, it's not about not playing around a spell pierce. I don't think there was any reason to not play your land. You're not withholding any information there from your opponent.
Yeah. I think though life is important for Paul, I don't think it's as important.
You're leading with Thoughtseize.
If you want to shock yourself later on, because he still had a fetch land.
It was Inquisition, wasn't it? No, it was Inquisition. You're leading with your Inquisition. You're not bluffing any information by holding back a land. Like, your opponent, if they have it, they're going to cast... If they want to protect their hand, they're going to cast a counterspell at it.
Yeah, exactly.
Some form of counterspell. You might as well play around one of them.
Now, I think Kane did have 2 mana up, so he could have mana leaked or...
Yes. Kane was on the play, so yes, he definitely could have.
Or counterspelled that. However, again, Spell Pierce only hits non-creatures. So if you're removing one of the counterspells that hits Paul's creatures, it means potentially something can get
there's a hand.
resolved. That is things and stuff. Both players have kept... Yeah. No Spell Pierce mana this time.
The immediate head hung by Kane. This is... Oh, what's he going to hit?
Back to basics. You know, the card that loses the game. You got Enlightened Shooter, back to basics, swords
disenchant,
and a Snapcaster Mage. As Paul, I think it's back to basics here, because if that resolves...
Unless you've got a way to
just
deal
lose
with
the
it
game.
just in your main hand, in your main.
You just lose the game.
So it hits back to basics.
You have to have instant speed removal for it.
Land go.
Or you just keep yourself untapped and then Kane doesn't play the back to basics and then no one ever plays mana.
The original,
takes
the
2.
Horizon Canopy. Oh, that's a good
He's
one.
already got the Skull Clamp. Get in...
He'll get sword here.
Pod.
Pod? Sword?
Sword? Nah, sword. Yeah.
No, it has to get an equipment.
Sword Splasher.
No, I'm saying it has to
get an equipment.
Has to get an
not
equipment,
an artifact.
not an artifact. Yeah.
Of course.
So yeah, sword's fine. Is that Sword of Light and Shadow?
Yeah, but he still
Oh, that's pretty good.
doesn't disenchant. It's fine.
Yeah, it's pretty good against this deck. Obviously, protection from all white removal's not bad.
Yeah. Look, it doesn't remove the creature. It means they kill my artifact instead of my creature. Or you just play it later on and when Kane's tapped out. Like, it's in their hands now, and Kane has to always be aware of that.
Just getting some love in Twitch chat here.
I want to do a very quick, whilst this game's progressing, I want to do a shout out to Marcus Mail, the man to my left. He has put in an incredible amount of effort into this stream. And we at General Games, especially because of Marcus and Scott Annabelle, strive for the absolute most in quality, in streaming content. We're not going to do anything unless it's at the best of our ability, and it shows.
Yeah, we had a bit of a lull in our content, so definitely we'd love you guys to jump on our Twitch chat. We've got some older content on there. It's been a little bit few and far between recently, but it will be... Now we're sort of set back up. God damn it, Kane, stop destroying our mat. Now that we're back... Now that we're sort of back set up in our new store, the content will be coming out far more regularly. Definitely a lot more Highlander content as well. looking forward to that.
We have a gorgeous setup here for a lot more just regular playing.
Yeah.
We do in tournaments, of course, but hopefully just regular games, a lot of chatting happening.
Yeah. We now have functional internet. And by functional, I mean we can stream. It's not garbage.
NBN, baby.
Well, it's still garbage, but you know.
My favorite comments, we have Rudd, great internet. We have Abbott, no internet. And then, of course, the classic middle from Turnbull, shit internet.
Yeah.
We won't go too far into the spectrum.
Nice.
Meet in the middle.
All right. So that's a bunch of clues.
Yeah, look, so
Tyler's tracker did its thing. Paul's going to draw some cards.
should he have got the second clue? I assume there was a snap plow before the clue.
Did he crack a land? Did he crack something in response?
So he played an Arid Mesa,
Yep.
which triggered Tyler's tracker.
Yep.
And then he would have gone to fetch, and that would have been the swords to Snapcaster, swords to plowshare, the Tyler's tracker. But
So maybe I don't know. Maybe Kane
maybe there was another
misplayed.
interaction.
I
Maybe
don't
there was
know.
another land.
We
being played or
were
something.
definitely talking about crap. Yeah, maybe something got played. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna have to go tape those mats down because they
Kane's a
are
horrible person.
no, they're both bad.
Paul's not as bad.
Look, mate, they were in the middle.
Yeah, Kane's is look at the angle of Kane's. I'm gonna give him shit.
That's all we do.
Don't destroy
That's
the
what we're
mats.
here for. Throwing feces.
Is there a third person doing? The actual guys are doing the life total changes themselves. We're obviously double checking it as we go. But they have a little gorgeous screen that, again, Mark has set up here that they can actually play around with. It gives them life totals, shows them the timer, things like that.
Yeah, they got a. So there's a. Yeah, it's like a touch screen at the table.
I'm sensing a skull clamp coming back.
I think the Skull Clamp's coming back. Although, Spell
not
Queller
sensing
says
the Skull Clamp.
otherwise. But it will once the Spell Queller goes away.
However, if Revolt wasn't activated, he doesn't get the trigger.
Ooh.
There's clues in play.
Wait. No, but the Revolt has to be activated because... Oh, wait.
No, not to cast the creature, to activate the ability.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
sorry, for the triggered ability.
for it to come back... Think about what you're saying. For it to come back, the Spell Queller has to have left play.
Permanent you control. Sorry, permanent you control.
Oh,
as
that's
well,
different.
not
Okay,
permanent on
think
that.
about what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Revolt is not a thing I do very much.
Yeah, it came in Aether Revolt, not even Kaladesh. Because there was a revolt on Kaladesh. And everyone was saying, hey, Tezzeret, stop destroying our artifacts and taking them.
So yeah, to further the quick discussion about the setup, yeah, we usually... I didn't realize how much glare there was on top of the decks. Anyway, that was a rest in peace.
It was.
Anyway,
super relevant.
so I think he enlightened you to rest in peace. We would normally have a producer separate to the commentary team, but for these kind of events in store, I am one and the same. So I'm
He's gonna get him with the budgie.
What's wrong with that? Budgies are real creatures.
Oh, budgies can hold swords. Real
Budgies
quick.
can definitely hold swords real quick. Real good. Have you ever played... You weren't playing Magic then, were you? During the days of Esper Stone Blade and such?
No, unfortunately, I
Where
missed.
Minor Dorks were attacking people and killing people with jittes and swords.
Sorry, back to the stream real quick, and then we'll jump on.
Yeah, so normally we would have a producer separate to the commentary team. That's a pretty good answer. But...
Not the bird? Missed opportunity.
Get out.
The budgie's the one that attacked.
Get out. Send a message.
Yep.
Interesting. So actually, Kane looking like he might have this one.
It's definitely stabilized pretty heavily. Look, the Spell Queller coming back. Rest in peace means there's no graveyard, so Renegade Aurelia doesn't get the value.
Down to a few cards.
The sword definitely hit, which is huge.
His opponent does have an answer to the rest in peace in hand, I believe. I think that's a knight. No.
Knight of the Relic doesn't.
No, it's not. Sorry, no, it's not. Sorry, it's not a prime
Cracking
match.
a clue. Also, Renegade Aurelia doesn't have anything to hit, even if he removes the Spell Queller. It's just get an extra creature. Palace Jailer. Oh, we got a reader, boys. We got a reader.
Oh, man, so many missed opportunities for like stings. I need like a reader sting. All right, next time.
Palace Jailer is a Monarch-related card from Conspiracy. It says when it enters the battlefield, you exile target creature, and you become the Monarch.
Yep.
So very similar to Spell Queller or Containment Priest or Detention Sphere.
Yep.
Now, Monarch is huge. It means that at the end of your turn, if you're the Monarch, you may draw, or must draw a card.
You draw a card.
However, until
Nice creatures, buddy.
look, I would like to be on Kane's side here, but until he deals combat damage to Paul, Paul gets to draw another card at the end of each turn.
That's fair, but Kane can just untap and kill
Kane
him.
is a blue-white player with no cards in hand.
This is true, but he could also just top deck.
Paul is about to play a Gideon.
I like Gideon.
He's a good dog. Look at him. I'm a punch you real good.
Yeah. Gideon.
Like, how many cards in hand? And he says
Paul,
jazz
Paul,
hands.
Paul
and
also
cracks
has
his
a
knuckles.
clue. Yeah. How many cards in hand? He knew he had no cards. He was about sending the message right before he cracked the clue.
Kane, you may now legally scoop. It is fine.
Gideon is going to mess you up.
He gonna make a 2-2, and then he gonna do the opposite of what he did to Liliana and kill
But then
you.
again, Kane could literally... Paul's tapped out here.
This has got to be a damn good top deck.
Helm wins the game. Paul is literally tapped out here.
Should Spellqueller have come back from the Palace Jailer?
Yes.
I'm gonna double check the word in the Palace Jailer.
Oh, wait, maybe not.
Exile target creature opponent exiles until an opponent becomes the Monarch.
Right. Oh, that's of course. Yes.
So as soon as he did... Oh...
Which he might now.
Hey.
So see if they remember the trigger. Yeah, that's right. It's way better than just... It's not like a Fiend Hunter or anything like that. It's way better.
Yeah, that's a very good... It's 4 mana, but that's a very good card.
Way better. And you're drawing extra
It's
cards.
like a Sin Collector. You just remove the card. That card just says exile target creature, get a creature.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, well, this said, though, Trino Nemesis is going to deal damage.
Well, it looks like he's making another 2-2 because attacking with Gideon doesn't do much here.
Trino Nemesis is going to deal combat damage.
And Kane will become the Monarch and then...
And get the Spell Queller back, which will trigger the on-enter effect.
Yes, but it's a spell, not a permanent.
Ah.
It's a Spell Queller, not a permanent.
Boring. Queller. I should know this, shouldn't I?
So unfortunately, that Spell Queller does become redundant, but you know what that Spell Queller is?
What?
It's a 2/3 flyer.
It is. That's also a Green Sun Zenith. 4/3.
Could have got Titania, but there's no lands in graveyard. Knight of Autumn removes the Rest in Peace.
Yeah, but that
doesn't do much. It also gains him 4 life.
Yeah, that's true. That's not what's killing you, though. That's a voice. He's got a lot of good cards. I just don't know if he's going to be able to stabilize.
So I think he's going to gain 4 life off this, honestly.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to race him now.
Yeah, there it is.
That said, I do... So this is the problem, right? Kane really can't attack with the true name because he'll
die on the swing back, right?
He won't die on the swing back, but he'll be under a lot of pressure. But even...
11, right?
If Kane... Oh, God, yeah. So Paul... Now, he definitely can't attack with the... But that said, Paul doesn't care because he'll just pump out 2/2s until he can just swing over the top of the true name.
Cracker fetch. So, no, if he attacks with true name, he becomes the Monarch, which is super important.
And then he dies on the backswing.
And then his Spell Queller comes into play and chumps the Gideon.
He still just dies. But and then you hope your opponent doesn't have a single removal spell?
Paul's got a lot of cards.
Yes.
I think he's attacking.
Paul's also drawn a lot of cards.
Yeah. But I think becoming the Monarch for Kane, like, if Kane just sits here, he doesn't do anything.
All right, well, he's going for it.
And Kane gets to draw another card here, which could be an instant speed something. Like, a Swords would be great right now. I think it was his Plains.
You want to hope it's something. He's now the Monarch.
Paul's definitely going to get the Monarch back, but I think having the Spell Queller, drawing that extra card is just so important.
And he just drew Swords?
That's a Resto Angel.
No, sorry, He drew Resto.
Waste, Thoughtseize. Steel Shaper's Gift.
Oh, yeah.
That's their grab...
Sword.
The Sword or the Clamp, which are both exiled right now.
Yeah, it's fine. So Paul on board has 2 damage, Knight of Autumn 3/3?
2/1.
2. Oh, okay. Sure.
Well, okay, so it can come into play and either get a +2/+2, so it becomes a 3 mana 4/3. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, or gain 4 life.
Is Spell Queller a wizard? I don't believe it is.
No, it's a spirit.
No. So to answer that question, no, it does not. All right. Suddenly he's wearing a hat. Who gave the man a hat? He's covering a... Take the hat off. Oh, my God.
I think he's in a very, very bad position.
So he's going to chump the Gideon.
Then he still takes 2, 4, 6, 8. Goes to 7, and Paul becomes the Monarch.
Paul becomes the Monarch again. Yeah, this is not... Okay, now the hat's on Paul.
The hat goes to the winner.
Are we playing... no, the Monarch. It's the hat represents the Monarch. Yeah, got it. Got there.
Well, there's the Wasteland. So that's a dropped card. By the way, I'm playing a Wasteland, just in case you were wondering.
Yeah. Look,
we have 20 seconds left of this match. If Kane can play for a draw...
Kane can't play for a draw.
It's not going to happen.
He needs a Wrath, which he's already cast, by the way.
Hey, remember how he's blue, 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 white?
That's a Ponder.
Currently we have blue, 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 white.
Plays the
Way to
land.
ruin it.
Don't know why you would have played the land before the Ponder, but sure. Looks at the top 3 cards. Resto Angel, Containment Priest,
Celestial Colonnade.
Colonnade. That's why you don't play the land before you see your before you see the cards that you don't know.
I believe we have a button for this.
Yep. Don't know if it would have made a difference, but you know.
I think it could have. Next turn he has a blocker.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
he gets to.
That's it. Paul calls it.
I
Paul,
believe he gets to resto the Knight of Autumn, gain a bunch of life,
Yep.
and he just loses that
Yep.
race.
Yeah, that was great.
All
right.
Kane
Paul.
looked like he was doing really well, but I think exactly what happened, he just
Yeah.
he just turned. So he cleared up the board, he stabilized himself, but he just didn't have any cards in hand.
Yeah.
And Paul had cards in hand.
Yeah.
A lot of cards in
It
hand.
was definitely a demonstration of just being buried in card advantage. Your opponent drew, what was it? 2 clues, 4, 5 turns of the Monarch.
He had about two or three turns of the Monarch, and then it got swapped over. But he drew 2 clues, and then the sword hit as well with the budgie. Like, that's huge.
Yeah, definitely.
Having the sword hit, you don't want that sword to hit. It killed the Snapcaster Mage.
Yep.
Which then went to exile, and even though he had the Riptide the laboratory there. So the Rest in Peace working really hard against Kane there, I think, in that game. And then, double clue, double Monarch.
Sorry, I think our misplay's a little bit loud. We might turn that down. Sorry. We were definitely going for impact.
Maybe a bit too much impact on that one.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break. That round literally just ended. So
That was 50 minutes on the dot.
Yep.
That was a very...
it's efficiency right there. We'll be back momentarily.
They always say playing Magic is the best in the time constraint that you have.
We'll be back in about 5 minutes, maybe less, with round 2.
Thanks for coming by.
Thanks, guys. Where's the button? That one. See you, boys.
You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. 'Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now. Bye.